You're watching episode 10 of 15 in our AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner, CLF-C02 practice playlist. We'll continue the series with questions 91 through 100. If you missed an earlier episode, you can find the complete playlist on this channel. Question 91. Which action will help increase security in the AWS cloud? Option A. Enable programmatic access for all IAM users. Option B. Use IAM users instead of IAM roles to delegate permissions. Option C. Rotate access keys on a recurring basis. Option D. Use inline policies instead of customer-managed policies. The correct answer is C. Rotate access keys on a recurring basis. Explanation. Regular rotation of credentials limits the risk of long-term key exposure. Why not option A? Granting programmatic access to all increases risk if not needed. Why not option B? Favoring IAM users over roles provide temporary, safer credentials. Why not option D? Inline policies harder to audit/manage than reusable managed policies. Question 92. Which of the following describes some of the core functionality of Amazon S3? Option A. Amazon S3 is a high-performance block storage service that is designed for use with Amazon EC2. Option B. Amazon S3 is an object storage service that provides high-level performance, security, scalability, and data availability. Option C. Amazon S3 is a fully managed, highly reliable, and scalable file storage system that is accessible over the industry-standard SMB protocol. Option D. Amazon S3 is a scalable, fully managed elastic NFS for use with AWS cloud services and on-premises resources. The correct answer is B. Amazon S3 is an object storage service that provides high-level performance, security, scalability, and data availability. Explanation. S3 stores data as objects with built-in durability, security, and elastic scaling. Why not option A? Block storage that describes Amazon EBS. Why not option C? SMB file storage that describes Amazon FSx for Windows File Server. Why not option D? Elastic NFS that describes Amazon EFS. Question 93. Which AWS service or tool can be used to capture information about inbound and outbound traffic in an Amazon VPC? Option A. VPC flow logs. Option B. Amazon Inspector. Option C. VPC endpoint services. Option D. NAT Gateway Amazon. The correct answer is A. VPC flow logs. Explanation. VPC flow logs record IP traffic flow data for network interfaces in a VPC. Why not option B? Amazon Inspector performs security assessments, not traffic capture. Why not option C? VPC endpoint services provide private connectivity, not logging. Why not option D? NAT Gateway enables outbound internet access, not monitoring. Question 94. Which design principles support the reliability pillar of the AWS well-architected framework? Choose 2. Option A. Perform operations as code. Option B. Enable traceability. Option C. Automatically scale to meet demand. Option D. Deploy resources globally to improve response time. Option E. Automatically recover from failure. The correct answers are A and E. Option A. Perform operations as code. Option E. Automatically recover from failure. Explanation. Treating operations as code ensures consistency, and self-healing reduces downtime. Why not option B? Enable traceability important for security/monitoring, but not reliability. Why not option C? Scale for demand performance efficiency, not reliability. Why not option D? Deploy globally improves performance/availability, not core self-healing. Question 95. A company is planning to migrate its application to the AWS cloud. Which AWS tool or set of resources should the company use to analyze and assess its readiness for migration? Option A. AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS. Option B. AWS Pricing Calculator. Option C. AWS Well-Architected Framework. Option D. AWS Budgets Amazon. The correct answer is A. AWS Cloud Adoption Framework, AWS. Explanation. AWS CAF provides structured guidance and tools to evaluate cloud readiness. Why not option B? Pricing calculator estimates cost, not readiness. Why not option C? Well-architected framework reviews existing workloads against best practices. Why not option D? Budgets tracks cost, not migration assessment. Question 96. Which AWS benefit is demonstrated by on-demand technology services that enable companies to replace upfront fixed expenses with variable expenses? Option A. High availability. Option B. Economies of scale. Option C. Pay-as-you-go pricing. Option D. Global reach Amazon. The correct answer is C. Pay-as-you-go pricing. Explanation. AWS's consumption-based model shifts capital expenses to operational costs. Why not option A? High availability refers to uptime, not cost model. Why not option B? Economies of scale benefits from aggregated usage. Why not option D? Global reach refers to worldwide presence. Question 97. A user needs to quickly deploy a non-relational database on AWS. The user does not want to manage the underlying hardware or the database software. Which AWS service can be used to accomplish this? Option A. Amazon RDS. Option B. Amazon DynamoDB. Option C. Amazon Aurora. Option D. Amazon Redshift Amazon. The correct answer is B. Amazon DynamoDB. Explanation. DynamoDB is a fully managed NoSQL database that abstracts hardware and software management. Why not option A? Amazon RDS Managed Relational Database Service. Why not option C? Amazon Aurora MySQL/Postgre SQL-compatible relational database. Why not option D? Amazon Redshift Data Warehousing Solution. Question 98. Which AWS service can be used to retrieve compliance reports on demand? Option A. AWS Secrets Manager. Option B. AWS Artifact. Option C. AWS Security Hub. Option D. AWS Certificate Manager Amazon. The correct answer is B. AWS Artifact. Explanation. Artifact provides on-demand access to AWS compliance documentation and audit reports. Why not option A? Secrets Manager manages credentials, not compliance docs. Why not option C? Security Hub aggregates security findings, not formal compliance reports. Why not option D? Certificate Manager manages TLS certificates. Question 99. Which AWS service or feature is a browser-based, pre-authenticated service that can be launched directly from the AWS Management Console? Option A, AWS API. Option B, AWS Lightsail. Option C, AWS Cloud9. Option D, AWS Cloud Shell Amazon. The correct answer is D, AWS Cloud Shell. Explanation: Cloud Shell offers a browser-based shell environment with your console credentials preloaded. Why not option A, AWS API not a standalone service? Why not option B, Lightsail simplified compute not a shell? Why not option C, Cloud9 Cloud IDE requires environment setup and credentials? Question 100. Which AWS service or feature can a company use to apply security rules to specific Amazon EC2 instances? Option A, Network ACLs. Option B, Security Groups. Option C, AWS Trusted Advisor. Option D, AWS WAF Amazon. The correct answer is B, Security Groups. Explanation: Security groups are instance-level virtual firewalls controlling inbound and outbound traffic. Why not option A, Network ACLs subnet level, not instance-specific? Why not option C, Trusted Advisor provides recommendations, not enforcement? Why not option D, WAF protects web applications at the HTTP layer? Another practice set complete. Follow the channel to stay connected with future certification content and share this playlist with anyone preparing for the same exam. We'll continue in the next episode.